I've been doing these questions the same way for 15 years, and I'm now changing. I'm now looking at these inequalities and not cross-multiplying by the bases squared anymore. I am subtracting as a first step. This means that all the fractions are on one side of the inequality, so I just deal with the fractions on their own, and I don't need to multiply the whole inequality by anything. So if I just cross-multiply the fraction, then I'm not doing anything to the inequality, so I don't have to worry about changing sides or anything like that, multiplying by squares or anything like that. I can just get to the fraction straight away. And if I expand this, I am going to find that the algebra component, doing it this way, is so much less than if I would have multiplied by the square of both sides. It's so fast. I love it. The chance of making an error when you're doing it this way is so much smaller. So I would, there's some old answers from before. So I would highly recommend for students to adopt this method. Now, when we get to this point here, I would normally graph the solution, but when you use this method this way, you can't really graph the solution. You just have to check points. So you look for points of interest. In the top there is a -2. In the base, there is a 2 and a 0. We can see that 2 and 0 are not equal to. We can't include them in our answers because they're in the base. And then we go and chuck some values in these four regions. If we go and chuck in below -2, we'll get a positive. From -2 to 0, we get a negative. And from 0 to 2, we get a positive. And greater than 2, we get a negative. So we end up with x is less than or equal to -2. It's allowed there. But also 0 is less than x is less than 2. And we've solved that inequality with unknowns in the base much faster just by subtracting them all to one side rather than multiplying by the square of the bases.